about your life, growing up and all that, and then how did the incident happen?
Well, I grew up with a normal family, mother, father, and sisters. I was in the year 2004. I started my primary in 2000, and I cleared in 2008. So as my primary began, I was just a normal kid who was sighted and all that. So what happened in 2004, I started having issues with my eyes. So I couldn't see well the blackboard. So I had to go and tell my parents, hey, I'm not seeing well on the blackboard. So they took action, and I was taken to hospital, which was a private one, in Sarit Center.
By then, how old were you?
I was around 10 years. So by then now, I think the medical fraternity in the eye sector was just beginning in Kenya. So I was taken to a private one, and I was done surgeries of cataracts. So that's where my journey began of visual impairment. So 10 years, class 4, that is class 4. Then 5, I was done another 2, 3 surgeries to try and save the eyes. But unfortunately, I was done almost 7 surgeries. My last surgery was in class 8, that is 2010, and I was not able to save it. So that's how my journey of being visually impaired began. Yeah.
Before I even ask you something else, did the sight go slowly or it was just abrupt?
No, it went slowly because it started with the left eye, which now is totally. But now the right eye, the doctor that did my last surgery in 2010 did a cornea transplant. So that's how I now tried to survive with that eye and went to high school, which was a normal high school. I tried to 2011, 2012. The eye now began the issues again, the right one. And that's when now I had to move away from the high school because now I couldn't see. Yeah.
So Dr. Jane, John acquired his disability at a very young age. And my question is, can one get mental health problems when they face such a traumatic experience at a very young age?
I think mental health is an issue that affects people across lifespan. Whether you are a child in the womb, if the mother is going through depression, the child can pick those negative emotions. So at 10 years old, it is possible for him to experience mental health challenges because this is the time he is forming his identity. It is the time he's developing critical thinking and judgment, and he needs a lot of social support from family, friends, peers. And after experiencing now the challenge of blindness, the friends are not associating with him as before. He might feel lonely and rejected, and this may affect his body image, the way he sees himself, his ideal image, self-esteem, and self-worth. Now, this negative low self-esteem can affect him, his mental well-being, and he can experience depression, which can even make him have other problems like eating disorders, maybe other related challenges to do with mental health. Yes.
So now you're in high school.
Yes.
Your sight has gone.
Yeah.
How was life like for you?
Now, the first time, remember I was in an international high school. It was just a regular high school. So 2012, I lost my sight. Okay, the eye is now deteriorated completely. So what happened, when you are losing eyesight, you cannot be accommodated in the same school. So I had to go for rehabilitation at Kenya Institute for the Blind to start life again, learning Braille. So that's now 2013, I learned Braille. And remember, 2013 is I'm supposed to be in Form 3. So I cleared Braille 2013. And I was recommended now to go to high school again. So reaching high school, I couldn't continue with I was supposed to go to Form 3, Form 4. So I had to restart again, Schedule 1, Form 1, that is 2014, when my friends are finishing. So it was quite devastating and hurting and also depressing, but I accepted and started life again. Yeah.
So with the adjustment, I know it's not a small adjustment.
Yes.
Yeah, from having sight to losing your sight. Yes. I just want you to tell me how life was for you. How was the transition for you like?
Well, I transited to Thika High School for the Blind. That is in,
In terms of the adjustments you had to make in your life. Yeah.
I had to now start learning new language of reading. I had to start learning on how I can walk with the white cane and all that. So it was not an easy journey because, from sighted to now no sight, it's not an easy journey. Yeah.
Okay, with the people around you, because there's family, there's friends. Yeah. How was the transition on them, and did they support you?
Yes, my family supported me. My parents supported fully. And my friends, some of them now started moving away, They can't handle you, you're behind life. It was quite a sad situation, but now I had to move on and focus on my life. Yeah.
Dr. Sarah, John's family accepted him and accepted the situation even as his sight slowly failed him until he lost it completely. How important is family acceptance in such a situation?
Family is the most immediate support system that a child can be offered because that is they are the ones who form the foundation of any person. So when we see that a person with disability should first be given acceptance by the family members, simply because they're the ones who understand him better. They're the ones who should offer any need that is needed, especially at the foundation stage. They are the ones who relate to the society, see the positive part of this individual. So I see that once we accept or we appreciate persons with disability at family level, the rest will go without saying, that people will be able to also accommodate this person, and they'll see that this person is not just disabled. They will also see the positive side of this individual. And at the same time, you build the self-esteem. The family is the one to build the self-esteem of this particular person, and they'll be able to show that the world that they still love this person and they have him in the family and he's part of them, and they have appreciated who he is. So I believe that family should be the first. There should be the people to offer or to let the world know that they have accepted the person. Yes. You've
mentioned depression when you were talking about the transition and all that.
Yeah.
Emotionally, how was it like for you? And how were you able to overcome? Because even acceptance for some time, for some people it takes a while.
Yes, fortunately for me, because of my parents' support, emotionally it was really, it hit me hard. Yeah. But now, because of my zeal and aim to focus on what I want, I had to adjust quickly to the new life. So through support, I adjusted quickly and I finished my high school. That was it.
You are watching TV 47, the home of untold stories.
Life ni hard, but usitense, jipatie raha na Go TV.
I just want to go home.
Furahia local shows kibao virahisi na Go TV. Furahia movies na series motomoto za majuu, ujienjoy kabisa. Furahia makatoons na content noma ya kubambisha life ya wa junior. Furahia matim zako za La Liga, Serie A na ligi zingine mob. Upgrade to Go TV Super leo ili ufurahie more than 70 quality channels kwa bei poa. Go TV, love it.
You are watching TV 47, the home of untold stories.
Do you remember that moment when you finally accepted that, okay, this is not happening with the surgeries and all that?
Yes, I accepted, because even there's a time I was almost knocked by a motorbike because of not seeing. Because, the first time when you are losing sight, you don't accept that you can see. So with a small vision, you try and see whatever is there.
Yes.
But unfortunately, if you don't accept now, it becomes more worse, because you cannot do anything. So acceptance is a journey, by the way. It's not an easy thing. And once you accept, that's when you see life beyond the limit. Yeah.
So what happened with the motorbike?
He knocked me. Actually, I was riding my bicycle, and he knocked me. I wanted to cross the road. So he came and knocked my bike, so I fell. So by the time the guy on the motorbike wants to beat me, the guys who were around knew me, and they told him, hey, this guy cannot see, so usifanye chochote. So I apologized to him, and also he apologized to me, and yeah.
Okay. Now back to your school life. You're now in the Bray School. You finished.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that, and you even joining MKU.
Well, I finished Braille. I went to high school. I finished. Then I went to Catholic University. I was doing counseling psychology. 2019, 2020. That's when now the Corona period entered. So in that journey of 2019, 2020, I had told my friends in high school, you know what, me, I'll become a DJ. I'll be the first DJ who's blind. Then my friends mocked me and said, you guy, you're joking. There's no blind DJ who can mix. So I told them, I bet on you, you'll hear me someday. So that's when my focus now began in DJing. 2019 when I was still in university, doing counseling psychology. So I finished 2019 and bought myself machines and all that through my small events. Self-trained in DJing. Yeah, I trained myself DJing because I went to schools to ask for DJ training. No school could admit me because they don't even know. They say they don't know how to train a blind person. Yeah, so that's where my journey began. And Mount Kenya I came to join this year because before that I was doing some events, trying to uplift myself, yeah, and also exposing myself so that people can adjust to the new norms. Yeah, yeah.
So why DJing, if you don't mind me asking?
Why DJing? Because it's a passion, and I wanted also to show people, you know what, despite our visual impairment, we can still do it. Because, you know, visual impairment, anyone is prompt to become visual impairments, yeah? So if a blind DJ comes, let's say a sighted DJ loses his sight right now. If they look at videos and all that, they'll see, hey, this guy who's blind and he can do it. So it's a part of also inspirational, despite being my passion, yeah.
So I know my viewers would be curious to know, no sight, and you're DJing.
Yes.
Tell us how you do it.
Well, what happens is the laptop, it's specialized in a way. It's a normal laptop. Even the normal DJ I can give him, they use it. But the difference is it has a screen reader. It's like a talkback. People say it's like a small voice that communicates with the blind people. So when I press, let's say, a letter, it will read out. So that one just helps me to read out the laptop. But now the machine itself, it's a kawaida machine. What happens, I taught myself how to press the buttons, know what is this via also YouTube and research, and also that urge of knowing things. So that's why now I learned how to DJ properly. I've taken almost 1 year to teach myself because it's not an easy journey. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you play a specific genre of music, or you play all sorts of?
No. I play any type of music depending on the occasion and where I'm called. Okay. Yeah.
How have you done events so far? How has the acceptance or experience has been for you? Like when you approach people who are doing events and you want to play for them, how is it like for you?
Well, it's not easy because people have not yet accepted fully. I'm still struggling, yeah. And these things depend on connections. That's what I always say. But also there's that envy of the industry, in the DJing sector. Because if a sighted DJ comes and sees you're better than him in DJing, he'll definitely not want to help you. Then there's a part of our society has not fully accepted. And also there's no support of either, the TVs, the radio, because you find I've tried so many, to even just, even an internship, to just go and play, because that's my living. But there's no that much support, so I'm still struggling to penetrate. Despite that, I've played in Nairobi Festival, I've played in weddings, I have even sounds, entertainment sounds. So I'm a fully furnished DJ. Yeah.
When you're playing, like say the Nairobi Festival, I know it was a big event.
Yeah.
Do you get people who are surprised and they ask you all sorts of questions like how are you doing and all that?
Yes, they do. But now the problem with Kenyans is empty promises. You'll see a guy will come, like we were with Shafiweru. He came, hey, my DJ, you're good. Hey, photo hapo. Then it tells you, hey, my guy, take my number, you'll call me. I'll hook you up with some gigs. I tried calling him. He said, ngoja tu ndakupigia. So empty promises are there. I was even with Sakaja. We took photos. And he told me, okay, you come, search for me. But now, before you get that access of even talking to him, is another story. Yeah.
John calls himself the blind spin master, in his own words, and we know he's a DJ who's visually impaired, so he says the society has not accepted this, mostly when he goes for gigs or he tries out, people feel like he might not be able to deliver on the job and all that. And my question is, have we failed him as a society, and what can we do to accept that, you might have a disability but you're able to do any kind of job?
I should say that actually the society has several architectural, attitudinal and even technological challenges in terms of social inclusivity. So I think the major one is attitudinal, how we perceive persons with disability. We don't see them like they are gifted. We don't concentrate on the strengths that they have. We don't tap on the skills and the talents that they have. Yet these people are really able, and they are very creative, they are very innovative. I wish that John would see that even being a DJ, nothing should stop him. Nothing, even if people don't appreciate him, he should continue perfecting his skills. I think soon and very soon, people will be coming to look for him, because they realize he's not pretending, he's only working on what is inbuilt in him. And so they will start wanting to know what is this that he does. So there's much that the society should see, that we can harness a lot from persons with disability. At the same time, I think this is a challenge to John and even other persons with disability. They should come up with support groups. I believe John is not the only bright DJ that we have in Kenya and even elsewhere. How I pray that they can come and form a support group where they can also be exchanging their views, how they can also let the world know that they are in existence, bring people to the knowledge that they are there and they are doing a good job. And I think in this, they will also be able to market themselves. And with that, they will be able to have some synergy, even raising their voices to the world and tell them, here we are. We can do this, we can do a lot of DJ work. And with that, I think the society will be able to embrace them. So there's a lot that we still need to do as a society. I think we have got a lot of promises that we make at national level, at local level, where we are not even being able to accomplish these promises for persons with disability. So I believe the society should also walk the talk. That when we promise we are going to be social inclusive, then let us also do the same in job places, in our day-to-day lives, where we are able to adjust and accommodate these people and also look at their abilities and not their disabilities. Yes.
Okay. I know matters of the heart, love and all that is not something you can shy away when you're talking about someone's journey.
Yes.
I don't know how that has been like for you.
Well,
and if your sight or no sight affects that in one way or another, I don't know.
Yes, it does. Because let me be honest. Okay, a girlfriend is difficult to even get. Okay, it's easy to get because, I'm a DJ. Most chicks who are small and all, they're younger than me. hey, they see DJs have money, you see. But now, when they come to reality, when you don't have, they run away. Or even some want to use you, because me, I've been used severally by ladies. Yeah, a girl shows you that they love you and all that, but in real sense, they just want to use you up and throw you away. Yeah, so sometimes as visual impairment, we tend to even go for our own, because even the ladies on our side, they're never accepted. So it's a challenge by itself. I'm not saying every girl is bad. There are those who are genuine, but majority, they are. You have to watch out for them, out of experience. Yeah.
Okay. Any challenges with DJing as a person who has visual impairment?
Yeah, challenges are there, because you find like some softwares, like me personally, I'm using virtual DJ, because they're the ones who at least created something accessible for us. So the biggest challenge is that, and also getting jobs and opportunities. Yeah, that's the biggest challenge. But otherwise, the rest is just okay. Yeah.
As we wrap up, do you have maybe an advice to someone who maybe is facing challenges the same as you, and you know they want to give up and all that, like sort of a parting shot?
All right, my parting shot is, this is life. Yeah, we are all prone to disability one way or another. So for those who are disabled right now, just keep on moving, because God's time is the best, and when it comes in a full package. So never give up, just keep on pushing. Yeah.
Okay. Dr. Rahab, John told us that, for his love life, there are people who come, or rather want to take advantage of him because maybe of his work as a DJ, and then they later on leave. So can this negatively impact him and his view on love?
Humanly speaking, John would feel like people are taking advantage of him. And as a DJ, of course, you attract a lot of people who, according to him, leave after that. What John needs to know is that human beings will get attracted to a person and then leave at any time, regardless of whether they are having challenges or disabilities. And one of the things that maybe John would need to do is know that he's not defined by his disability, and since he is doing his work well, he needs to concentrate and do his work, and he needs to love himself. When one loves themselves, other people will be attracted to them, regardless of how this, the disability that this person has. So John needs to love himself and understand that human beings are actually human, and sometimes they'll show up, other times they will not show up. That does not define him. He also needs to get to understand his strengths and focus on them, work towards his strengths, and look at himself as that person who is making it in life, appreciate who he is, and focus on his abilities rather than his disabilities. Because even though he has that kind of a disability, he's actually abled differently. And that's what he needs to put into himself without really concentrating on who loves him and who does not love him. Because it is human for people sometimes to get away from you. It is human for people sometimes to walk away out of love, and it happens to anybody. And that's what John needs to understand. They will come and go, not because of his disability, but just because of the human nature of mankind.
Okay.
Yeah.
As a follow-up, how important is companionship in such a situation, and is it a must?
Companionship is a human need, and every person needs company. And it is because when you have company, there's a sense of belonging. And there is also the feeling that you have social support. There are people around you that you can share life with, that you can talk about issues of life. So companionship is necessary. Well, when we say that it is a must, that would be too, you know, it would be too tight. It can be there. It doesn't have to be there all the time. It is recommended because, of course, you need other human beings here and there. Picking it from the Bible, you know, even God realized that Adam needed company, and he had to bring about Eve into the picture so that Adam can have company. That's what we read from the Word of God in the Bible. And so it is actually determined for human